So we just climbed the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun to just between 1/3 and 1/2 of its height. And this is a primary excavation point, because you can see not just the ancient slabs of concrete, but the layering of the slabs. And there are in fact 4 layers there. 1, 2, 3, and there's a 4th in the shadows there. So we have layering, which cannot be natural. We have blocks that end in the middle of other blocks there, and you can see the built quality of these slabs. Some of this was dynamited by gypsies and smaller pieces taken. It's so heavy that it needs to be a very small piece. Something like this is too heavy. So they dynamited some of this, and so it's a little bit off. You can see the incredible size of these slabs. Now this is what Graham Hancock, this site, this particular excavation site, is what Graham Hancock showed his Denver, Colorado audience to tell them that it was natural pudding stone concrete. He did not show his Denver, Colorado audience these 30 feet to the left, with channeling between them, giving nature a chance to bring its water between the slabs. So here we are a little bit further above, and you can see this channeling. This is something that Graham Hancock did not show his audience. He did not show them this channeling, this regular, meaning left to right regular here, channeling between the blocks. So we have 60 steps from the site that Graham Hancock chose to show his audience in Denver, Colorado. 60 steps to the right, we have this concrete. He did not mention the regular channels between the slabs. The smooth surface of the concrete at a regular slope angle, facing concrete. Here's a piece of it that's been broken off, that's even smoother in its surface. Here's another piece that's been broken off, and here's the layer of facing concrete, which is even smoother. This was omitted from Graham Hancock's talk, in which he said that he does not believe there is ancient concrete on this, what he calls a hill. He calls it an alleged pyramid. So this facing concrete that somebody poured at some time in the past onto this more knobby concrete, but which is still a smooth slope down, was omitted. Graham Hancock also forgot to mention the first excavation site that you come to when you visit the Bosnian Pyramid Complex. It's right here. I've got some nice photos of these incredibly dense, incredibly obviously built blocks, and I don't want to call them concrete, even though there is concrete aspects to this, and you can see the concrete aspect there, but then it morphs and changes and looks more like sandstone over here, and it morphs, you know, slowly, subtly. For structural strength, they inclined their material into the structure. He didn't have time to tell everything that we know about the Bosnian Pyramid Complex. He was going through a lot of different things, but what he did was he cherry-picked 2, I won't even call them data points, because only one of them is a data point, and that's the Joseph Davidowitz retraction. Joseph Davidowitz originally called a sample that had been sent to him from the Bosnian Pyramid Complex geopolymer concrete, and then he retracted that. So Graham was acting scientifically to say, yes, there is this retraction, so we can't really be sure that this is geopolymer concrete as far as Joseph Davidowitz, an expert, is concerned. Of course, he didn't mention the 6 different scientific institutes that have, in fact, called it geopolymer concrete. So he left out 6 institutes and talked about 1 man. That was his cherry picking there, and that's his privilege. He can do that. But then he talks about the pudding stone concrete on the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. That's not a data point. There's no data there. But there is copious and in fact mountainous, we could say, hill of evidence. Since this is Visočica Hill to the Bosnian natives, let's call it a hill of evidence. But there is copious evidence that all of this concrete is ancient, it is fabricated, it is layered, it is 133 megapascals at its upper hardness rating, which is far harder than any Roman concrete, far harder than any modern concrete ever tested. And that's after 10, 20, 30, we don't know how many thousands of years here. And there's the pyramid here in Visoka, Bosnia. This is Jock Doubleday. I hope you have a scientific day. These are the concrete layers right here that Graham Hancock left out of his Denver, Colorado talk in June 2015. He did not mention this second layer of concrete below the first, nor did he mention the third layer of concrete below that. And there is a fourth layer. Let's go see if we can pick that up on the camera. It's a little slippery. It's been raining for a few days here in the fall here in Bosnia. And that is our fourth layer of concrete, ancient concrete, here in the Bosnian Pyramid complex. This is what Graham Hancock calls pudding stone, which is to say natural concrete. This block that is met in the middle by another block. This rectangular block is pudding stone, according to Graham Hancock. And this rectangular block is pudding stone, according to Graham Hancock. And the channels between them are coincidental. As Graham Hancock said in his Denver, Colorado, June 2015 talk, not everything that looks like a pyramid is a pyramid. This is Jock Doubleday reporting from the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun here in the Bosnian Pyramid Complex, discovered in April of 2005 by Dr. Semir Osmanagic.